What up? The live stream of the Eric Zane Show podcast is late. So late. Thank you to A&E Heating and Cooling. The legendary efforts of one Joe Martinez. Boy, that would be a bummer. While you're getting set to, watch the ball drop on TV tonight. And then you notice that the temperature in the house is getting like a lot colder. And then your better half is like, it's getting a little chilly in here. Could you turn up the heat? Yeah, no problem. And you had it set and you crank it up a little, no big deal. And another hour passes. You're thinking you're going to score. You're like, oh, it keeps getting colder. And you're like, uh-oh. I never did call Joe Martinez to ask about the furnace tune-up, to book him for just $79. Now, everything's screwed. Because then you're going to call him, and, it's going to be like midnight, and he's going to pick it up, and he's going to be like, ay. And you're going to be, oh, my God, this is terrible. Can you come? Yeah, I can come help you. Just for me to leave the house is $150. That's called after-hours service call. That's when I really get you. That's when I go elbow deep, and it's $125 an hour. All right. So what was $79 is now that. Don't be that guy. Then your night is ruined. 616-516-8579 for Joe Martinez of A&E Heating and Cooling. Okay? Right now, as we speak, I see Senor Martinez is doing a furnace replacement for one of the audience members. Fantastic. I'm looking at the chat, and if I click this button right here, it says that social comments display here. Click on them to showcase on the stream. Okay. I thought it was every time somebody posted something, it would show up there. But I don't think that's the case. All right. Well, because that would be cool if like everything everyone said, the 850 million comments that Kenny makes would just show up there automatically. I don't know. Maybe they do show up. I don't think they do. I think I actually have to click on each one of these. Like Kate says, hello. Zach says, hey, everybody. Joe says, doing a furnace replacement right now for one of your listeners. Sorry. All it says there is social comments display here. Thank you, Mitch. I don't know what the hell's going on there with that. You would think that I would have an idea what's going on. Blue State Rom says, if that were the case, we'd be seeing them now. Yeah, shut up. So you got it all figured out and I don't. Congratulations. Come on. All right, where was I? There is a car dealer that is involved with the Eric Zane Show podcast. No one says it like that. They just start with, hey, buy a car from Sarah Honda. They don't start with, oh, there's a car dealership that's involved. It's stupid. I'm an idiot. You need a car, you go to Sarah Honda Granville. They are on Kennewa, right by 44th Street, by the Cracker Barrel. Honda cars are just incredible. First of all, they run forever, and their resale value remains very, very high. It's tough to find a used Honda, because people either drive them forever or when they are put for sale, people buy them right up. That's good for you, the consumer. That's why they are who we thought they were. Do you remember back in the day in the 70s when some of you do, some of you that are that old, when, American car makers started to have to deal with the influx of like the imports. And, it was like, buy American. But American cars were made very poorly at the time. So we're like, well, why the fuck should we? You're delivering us shit. Thanks for the rust bucket, asshole. But thank God they changed their game and leveled the playing field somewhat. But anyway, I completely digress. If you're in the market for a new car or a used car, previously owned, certified pre-owned car from Honda, call upon Sarah Honda Granville. Shop online if you want, sarahhondagranville.com, or in person. As I said, they're along Kennewa, right by 44th Street. Woo! Sorry for the late start today. I had a lot of work to get done. It wasn't like I was sitting around picking my ass. I was picking my ass a little, but I had a couple of stories come in late that I just cannot wait to talk about. It is New Year's Eve. My gosh. Whew. New Year's Eve, we are bringing the show to you from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. The Eric Zane Show podcast begins now.
Hey, this is Blue State Rob, and you're listening to the Eric Zane Show podcast. A show hosted by a liberal Republican whose ancestry dates back to the small country of Armenia and fueled by bouts of anxiety and adult attention hyperactivity disorder, also known as ADHD.
Yeah, we don't need the explanation.
It's not the best. It's still better than radio. Anyway, here's your host, Eric Zane.
Thank you very much, Blue State Rob. All right, welcome in. I see that one Mike Hamp is enjoying the show. Mike Hamp, who is behind the Bombas Sock Brigade. I don't know if you saw my message. I sent you a Facebook message, and sometimes I don't check to see if I got a response. Oh, man, where are you? Anyway, I want to do the Bombas Sock Brigade again. Yeah, sent it, and you didn't respond. What the hell? Yeah, so what we want to do is hit him with this. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe that company Bombas is really, really great. They're kind of like when we sell a pair of socks, we also give socks away to a needy person. And so it isn't like they go, all right, here's one sold, and they like walk out the door and hand it to somebody. People that petition them for the socks. And if the people make a good, all right, impression upon them, then they're like, yeah, this is worthy, and they send them boxes of socks. Well, that guy it sounds like a Dr. Seuss book, boxes of socks. Mike Hamp, right around here, he petitioned them, and they said absolutely. So they've been sending him boxes of socks. So last year we started doing that when we'd walk around downtown Grand Rapids and give them away. I want to do that again, Mike. So respond to my text message, buddy, and we can make this happen. Say hello to Red State Dirk, who says, please combine your Blue State Rob and your Kenny impression. Okay. Now, first of all, the as Joe Martinez calls me a pendejo, I think that's something nasty. The evolution of the Kenny impression. I mean, if you remember way back, it was just me going, yeah, hey, death, yeah, man, yeah, and so there was that because of the music, and then we used to poke fun of him about laughing inappropriately. He finishes every sentence with like laughing, you know. Yeah, hey, man, oh man, I just got my leg cut off. Yeah. All right. And, well, that has progressed. The incident where Kenny was the one who spearheaded the purchase of the TV from my dad, and then the TV was too large, so my dad had to take it back. I relayed to you the phone conversation I had with Kenny when I said, hey, man, I think the TV's too big. And he went, oh my God. He like overreacted way. Oh, my, I've made a burden on these people. Oh, these poor souls. Oh, my God. And so that was now it's taken, it goes to another level, okay? Where it's like this crazy, dramatic, Southern crying widow type of vibe on Kenny, okay? You add into the mix the whole dialogue that we had about when he was taking walks to try to improve his health because I was beating him up about his health. What started out as okay went south because he did more than he should, which was apparently he was doing some air squats or something, and I hurt my back. Oh my God, my back. So that's kind of how it went. So now that's taken hold. So now you can't say I can't say anything, a quote from Kenny without going down. It could be the simplest comment, and he's got to be crying and sobbing and overreacting. So that's how it is now. All right. The Dirk's idea was combining Blue Stain Rob with my back. Oh my God, my back. So, that's not easy to do just by throwing it out there. Because if would I just go on my back? Oh, this is Blue Stain Rob and on my back, or would I just go, my back, oh, this is Blue Stain Rob, there's a Eric Zane Show podcast. That is not easy to do. So I in theory, we can pull it off, but just by sitting here right now, that is a tall order. It's very difficult, very tricky to combine impressions like that. All right. So, but maybe down the road, I appreciate you. All right. This show, as you know, available many places. Okay. I will say this on Facebook, 10 as of last night, 10 of you shared the live stream, what you're watching now on Facebook. That is a lot better than the 3 the day before. But there are hundreds of you that watch it every single day. On a good day, I'll get, 12 or 1,300 views. This is not staggering numbers by any stretch. This is all, okay, whatever. But you have the power, if you're watching this right now, to make it so that we could increase the audience just by sharing it. If you share it, more people within your group will see it, and some might actually do the same thing. And then we encourage them to do it. So this is incredibly important for building the audience of this show. So if you like the show and you would like to see its audience grow and it to be a successful entity for years to come, all you have to do is press share on Facebook. My God, is that simple? I would love you for that. Is it possible? Do I dare say that we have potential to get more than 10? Could we possibly get in the teens? I know this sounds pathetic and fucked up, but that's how I got to deal with this. This is how we're growing the show. And I am not it's been 2 years doing this. I am not ashamed to ask you for that type of help. I need your help, and you've always helped me. So I know you're going to come through for me. Facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. You can watch it there. That's brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. If you got me on Twitter, a Periscope video, that's brought to you by Blue Frost IT. If you could retweet that thing right this very second, that has the same impact as the Facebook deal. And then, of course, YouTube. My God, it's so easy. If you're on YouTube, Eric Zane Show on YouTube, watching this right now, brought to you by F45 in Byron Center, Michigan. Give me the thumbs up button. Crush the thumbs up. Hit the bell notification so it'll let you know when I go live. Subscribe to the channel, too. I think that's in reverse order. You're supposed to do subscribe. And then hit the bell notification. Then the thumbs up. That all helps me. Has something to do with the word algorithm. Now, as far as I know, algorithm, that's like a math thing. But I don't know what the hell that means. I just hear other YouTubers say it. Hey, man, I'll get into the algorithm. Okay, if you say so. Maybe somebody can explain that to me. I'm not sure. Does that mean YouTube, like if people hit the thumbs up button enough or whatever the hell it is I'm telling you to do that I guess people tell me that I'm supposed to do? it then like throws it into like the rotation or something like that. I don't know. And wherever you download podcasts, you can get the audio podcast, okay? Stitcher, Bitcher, Twatter, Fucker. I'm on all of them. All right, subscribe, rate, and review the audio podcast. Okay, Instagram, that's brought to you by Mario Flores Lakeshore Team of Van Dyke Mortgage. I'm on there, Eric Zane Show. And if you email me, send it along, eric@ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. So, yeah, it's sponsor heavy as we are ridiculously close to the 2-year anniversary of this show being a thing. Thank you for that. I cannot say that enough, and you'll hear it more and more as we get closer and closer to the 2-year anniversary of the birth of the Eric Zane Show podcast. That would be January 6th. It was a Sunday night right in this unfinished room when it all went down. 2 days before I had the flu. I was throwing up while Bruce Law, who's a really nice man, actually, the general manager of Cumulus, called me up. Okay, hold on. I might as well just go down this road right now because it's just fucking great. It's one of the best firings of all time. And so Ben and I had been kind of in this rebuilding mode after the October incident when I sent him home and screamed at him. And then we both got we both got suspended. Ben got suspended because of what happened on the air, and I kind of think he shouldn't have been suspended. I kind of think Ben shouldn't have been fired. We'll probably talk about that in the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast this week, because January 4th is the anniversary of the 2-year anniversary of getting fired from there. But I got in deep shit because I had no authority to send him home, and they didn't like that I yelled at Ben. Hey, this day and age, you cannot do that in the workplace. You're fucked. You get in trouble. And so when that unfolded, I'm like, oh, hey, I was right. And they disagreed. They said, no, you're not. You're suspended. Now, where it got really weird was I had a number of sponsors that were ardent supporters. I mean, big time. And right away, they called me, the sponsors, to go, what's going on? And so I explained it to them. The sponsors, several of them, called the radio station, said, well, we're out unless Eric's back in. And now, I don't know if that necessarily had anything to do with them bringing us back for the next few months. I kind of think not, but and I don't know if that incident actually led to the ultimate firing. They may have already had made their decision about what they were going to do, because, as you know, 107.3 became the new home for the country station, and where the country station is hosting now a brand new format for the last couple of years. So it was all screwed up. Who knows? It's a mystery as to what happened. But I do know this. They suspend Ben and I indefinitely, and then there was no explanation on the air, and they just put another show on off of the satellite, some sports talk station called Taz and Moose. You remember Taz and Moose, which is former pro wrestler Taz, I think, and some other idiot. I don't know what was going on there, and there was no explanation. So the audience, what little audience we had was destroyed, and mass confusion. And had they just not suspended Ben could very easily have put a best of show on while we sorted this out. They eventually did sort it out. They brought us back. Ben and I kissed and made up, and then we both thought that we did a good job trying to rebuild the relationship together. At the time, that was a thought. Upon getting fired, Ben got pissed off again and then let me have it on Reddit, which opened up an entirely different can of worms which led to that whole period of time where we hated each other. And then thank God Ben reached out to me and it was over. It flushed it, gone. Now here we are. But the moment, the getting fired part was fucking crazy because it was like any other Friday and I had no idea this was coming. Okay. I should have, but I didn't believe it. I had some thoughts that there was something going on because I overheard a conversation between Tony and Michelle about the future, and they seemed to know something. And they were having a conversation. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I was too busy, and I couldn't really focus on it, and I didn't believe it. But I should have known because there was a meeting coming up on that Friday, January 4th. Hey, big meeting. So Ben and I are like, oh, man, this is our big chance. They're gonna put a different format on. This is what we thought, a different format on, and we're gonna be like the morning show behind it because they love us so much. And we're like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And then I'll never forget it. I called up Sam Mills and I go, hey Sam, what do you think about the possibility of them firing us? So I was starting to think about it. She goes, no, oh come on, you guys are doing great. Don't even worry about it. This is like on Thursday, and so. On Friday, Sam sits in for a little bit, and then I got sick and started to puke. So Sam and Ben had to do the last hour of the show. Fuck, man. And it was all intuition because I remember walking in the house here, and Jim and Aubrey were still living at the house. And I had the notion that the second I walk in, any of the family members are going to think I got fired. I should make it known really quick that I'm home just because I'm sick. Again, no clue I'm getting fired. But I had this thought in my head. So it's all these little, God sending me all these little mysterious messages through the brain mail. Here it comes. I'm trying to tell you, stupid, if you'd listen. And walk in and say, yeah, hey, I'm not fired. Diana, I think she was still in bed. I go, hey, I'm not fired. Don't worry about it. I'm just laying down. No big deal. And just sick as a dog. And then the phone starts vibrating. And it's Sam Mills leaving me messages. Marcus and Ben just got fired, and they're looking for you. Uh-oh. I checked the voicemail. It's Bruce. I wonder if I still got that voicemail. Nicest guy in the world, too. This guy took over, this dude, Bruce. Did I keep that? No. He took over. And tell you what, he's just a really friendly, affable guy. A lot of people seem to, what was that? What was the date? Was it in here? Aha! What the fuck? Hold on. God, I suck so bad. It's the phone. It's the freaking phone. I'm telling you, it's the phone. Oh, this is embarrassing. Son of a bitch. This is why I hate it. I tell it to do things and it doesn't do it. Well, I pressed the damn speaker button. You look at me. I'm fumbling around like a stupid old man. Okay, now I did nothing different there than what I...
Hey, Eric, it's Bruce and Crystal at the radio station, and we do need to talk to you today. I know you went home sick, not feeling well, but can you give us a call as soon as you can? All right, thanks.
Because you're fired. Because you're fucking fired, you idiot. I called him back. And, yeah, we're changing the format, and I remember his words, we're changing the format, and we just don't have a place for you. I'm like, oh, shit. So I didn't really want to be on the phone. I didn't get mad or anything. I've been down that road so many times before. I'm like, okay, man, I get it. All right. Talk to you. Thanks. Bye. Fired. A lot of people are like, oh, they fired you over the phone. How terrible. No, that wasn't terrible. I don't care about that. What I did care about was back in October, you remember I was telling you about the Ben incident? I was concerned about getting fired then. So that's when I created the Patreon. I created all the tier 1, tier 2. I had the website made. I had it. So in the event that I was going to get fired, I would be able to start exploring podcasting. I had no idea how it was going to go. So that kind of sat in limbo until this actual day. So my first call was to, if you remember, Jericho and Larry, who I still work with. Jericho and Larry, they help me on a lot of things on website stuff. And I go, all right, it's time to do this. So if you could launch the website and make the T-shirt page active, I'm going to start selling T-shirts and doing my thing. I called from my bed right after I did a Facebook video saying, hey, everybody, I'm fired. And if you remember, I said, everybody got fired. Marcus, Ben, Lurch, me, and Bill Simonson got fired. Bill Simonson had not been fired. In fact, Bill had known. He knew about all of this shit because he was working with this dude, Marty Boer. Is that his name? With the Michigan something network. It's this guy's got a radio network. And Bill was now a member of that content team, not affiliated directly with the radio station, but he had worked the deal so that the sports talk station goes to the AM. Bill's still on it. So he knew about this whole fucking thing. And you know, he didn't say shit about it. You might be like, well, Zane, shouldn't you be pissed about that for him not saying anything? That's kind of normal in radio. Okay. For me, I always tell. Every time I've known there was going to be a change and somebody was going to have something bad happen to them, I always narked to a fault. The times that Hot Wings was going to get fired and they said, don't tell him. I said, hey, no problem. I won't. First thing I did, picked up the phone. Hey, dude, they're going to fire you. I did not accept that. I did not play that radio game. And I don't fault people that do it. It's just not the way I'm made. If I find out somebody's going to get fired, it's just not acceptable to me to sit there and fucking not disclose it. That's worse. That's as bad as lying, in my opinion. But whatever, you got to do what you got to do. I didn't hold it against him. You shouldn't either. So where the hell was I? Shit. I hate it when I do this. Okay. The next part was I'm laying in bed, and now I want to make another announcement on Facebook. No, it was I hadn't yet made the Facebook video. Okay. Now, months earlier, Lori at Cumulus said, hey, I need control of your Facebook page. I need your passwords. And I was a little intimidated by her. And I should have said no. But I was also a little bit on edge about getting fired. So I allowed her access to my Facebook and my Twitter and gave her the password. And made her there's different administrative titles you can give. You can assign to people. So I assigned her as like the fucking big swinging dick on there. And her first move after I got fired was to take me off as an administrator on my own page, which I built before I got into the relationship with Cumulus. So she took me off my own page. And now that Facebook page, this Facebook page is at this point all I have to tell the world about what's happening and how I can take the next step. And it turned out to be so important because hell, you're watching this on Facebook or whatever. So I'm like, fuck, I can't do anything. And all I want to do is sell a fucking T-shirt so that I can put some food on the table. Literally. I call up Bruce and go, look, dude, this is mine. She locked me out of it. You got to let me back in. Okay, I'll see what I can do. And I'm like, so I wait. Time passes. Nothing. I call him back. I go, Bruce, you got to help me, man. This is legit. This is mine. I don't want anything to do with the radio station. It's my page. I want her off the fucking page. Okay? And, okay, I'll see what I can do. Nothing. I call back. I go, dude, just please. I don't have any, it's just, I sound like a broken record at this point. And he goes, okay. I go, no. I want to stay on the line, walk up to her fucking desk, and tell her, rat-a-tat-tat, keyboard, remove your fucking face from my page. So, and reinstate, you got to reinstate me. What the fuck? And take yourself off and get out of my fucking life. That was it. Fucking finally, she does it. Son of a bitch. Now that put in motion, all of this fucking dog and pony show, all this horse shit, put into motion a series of events of, I mean, seriously, that was awful. So that was just a real ugly scene. And I don't even know what the fuck she's doing today. I think she still works at the radio station, but whatever. So that was it. That was the end. And then I laid low on the Saturday, and then Sunday, January 6th, 2019, we started this fucking thing. Yes! And we haven't looked back since. So, my God. We'll touch on this a little bit with Ben on the Ben and Eric Patreon bonus podcast coming up on Friday, which we are going to do at 7 p.m. Ben and I will be Zoomed, and I'm pretty sure that while we're live on Zoom, it can be live on Patreon, because last time I did this, I wasn't able to put the actual live content on Patreon, the live video of Ben and I, but I believe I figured that out. I'm 90% sure that I figured that out. Okay. Today on the show, Wisconsin won their Who Cares Bowl game. Okay. It doesn't matter the score. It doesn't matter who they played. None of it matters. Okay? All that matters is what happened once the team got the Crystal Trophy, and whether or not there's video of the meathead quarterback dropping it while dancing in the locker room and destroying the trophy. Oh, yes. This is awesome. Legendary rock star Vince Neil is on Cameo. I saw one of you. I was talking about Cameo yesterday, and somebody said, have you seen Vince Neil is on Cameo? I checked it out. We'll see how he's doing. We'll see how much it's going to set you back to get him to say hello. And also, I want to compare one of my cameos to one of his cameos. And Motley Crue, crazily enough, has a new fan. I found out about this after I did the research on Vince Neil. 1 hour later, I'm walking around downstairs, and I found out that the band Motley Crue has a new fan, and this surprised me. Another horrible day as two legends pass away. Yesterday, I looked back at Dawn Wells and Alto Reed. More people know Dawn Wells because, hell, that's Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island, son of a bitch. Then they would know Alto Reed. You would know Alto Reed if you were a fan of Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Oh, my God. Comes down to basically in popular rock music, two people on saxophone in the history that are like household names. Clarence Clemens and Alto Reed. And now they're both in frickin' heaven. Holy shit. Excuse me. The idiot woman who accused Keon Hammond's kid of stealing her phone. Remember that? Keon Hammond earlier in the week comes down from the elevator at the Soho Hotel. He's a legendary jazz musician. He's won Grammy Awards. He performed with Jay-Z, Rihanna. That fucking amazing. Rich as shit. Door opens up from the elevator. Him and his kid, 14-year-old, getting ready to go get a bite to eat. Some sick bitch attacks her kid, thinking that the kid stole his cell phone because he's a black dude. Okay? She is now being sought by the cops as another video angle has emerged from the hotel showing her being an even bigger asshole. This fucking bitch. Holy shit. We're going to dive into a 10-minute video that it is so fucking annoying. It's kind of like there are two things when it comes to police work and social justice that I'm going to focus on here. One is the over-aggressive cop who then does something to someone, and then it becomes an absolute nightmare scenario, and then the cop ends up being fired, but in the meantime, the sides divide about the one guy's the victim, the cop's wrong, or the guy who got tased or shot is wrong, and the cop is right, or they should have listened, or this or that or the other thing. And it's always blurry when you watch it. Okay? This scenario at one of our national parks that took place where the park ranger, and it's a cop, the park ranger has the authority to do everything a cop does, tased a dude. At first, everyone's like, oh, fuck, here we go again, some asshole cop over tasing somebody. Holy shit, man. The full video provides so much context that even the most woke of the woke is going to take a look at the dude who got tased and go, yeah, you're on your own, asshole. Way to go, you dumb son of a bitch. We're going to break that down. Absolutely. Okay, but let's open with this. Hang on, I'm freezing. O'Neill's on his back. Boy, this is awkward. I'm in the kitchen, and this is an hour after I was doing the research, like I said, about Vince Neil being on Cameo. So it was just very coincidental. Madison walks up to me out of the blue, and she says, hey, I'm becoming a fan of Motley Crue. And I'm like, really? You are? Now, she's 18. Now, I have noticed that I've been hearing like scorching guitar solos coming out of the bathroom when she's taking 8 hours to put on her makeup or whatever it is she's doing in there. And I'm like, what is going on? And I didn't, it wasn't Motley Crue. I don't think it was Motley Crue I was hearing, but I was like, well, I was actually quite happy to hear that, because nowadays music that young people listen to, I don't like it at all. But if I hear something that has some melody and it's, you know, I mean, it's, I'm like, oh, okay. I like that. So I'm like, Motley Crue? No shit. What the hell? And she goes, yeah, I watched a documentary that was really interesting and great called The Dirt. Now, right away, I'm like, ugh. I don't know about you, but if you're a parent and you find out that your kids have watched something, like if you were to watch a movie that has like a lot of like hardcore sex scenes or some hot lesbian action or something like that, or just some real crazy shit, whatever it may be. Let's say your daughter says she watched the movie Monsters Ball. When Billy Bob Thornton is putting it to Halle Berry from behind, it was rough. I mean, it was a really aggressive sex scene when she's like crying and shit. It was really screwed up, that scene, because she's crying because her kid died. And though she's sad, she decides she wants Billy Bob Thornton to put it to her butt good. And it's awful. It's a horrible scene. She's going, make me feel good, make me feel. She's crying. It's like awful. And if you're 18-year-old said, yeah, watch Monsters Ball, you're gonna be like, oh God, fuck, that's rough. I don't. It's just a really, really weird scenario. So that's kind of how I felt when she said she watched The Dirt. Now I haven't seen The Dirt, but I know that in the book, I have read a few chapters of it, and it's rough. I mean, these guys. These dudes, they've seen a lot as the years have gone on. So I'm like, so I'm thinking that. And then she actually says, don't watch it. And I go, okay. And she goes, because I don't want you to see and to know what I've seen. That's weird. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly how I feel too. So we're on the same page. And I'm like, okay, all right. But she said she loves their music. So then I busted out I had opened up Spotify, And I put on Looks That Kill, which is like my favorite Motley Crue song of all time. I pretty much only like the hits. Looks That Kill. What's the other one? I like Dr. Feelgood, Girls, Girls, Girls. The version of Smoking in the Boys Room. Just, hits of Motley Crue. So I started playing them. She goes, oh, yeah, I like this. This is what I like. I'm like, okay, cool. And I go, how did this come to pass? How did you? She goes, well, my friend watched The Dirt, and she said, you got to watch this, and she recommended it. And she goes, oh, yeah? And she goes, yeah, it's really good. You got to watch it. And Madison, where she works, a store, she goes, oh, my God. Well, because they sell like these retro band T-shirts that it's really weird to see it. Because Madison the other day was walking around. She's 18 with a fucking Jimi Hendrix Experience T-shirt. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And that's what young people do is they wear these T-shirts of bands that they don't have any idea what the fuck it is or what they're listening to or what they're promote or have on their T-shirt. I go, have you ever listened to that guy's music? She goes, no. I go, well, why are you wearing the T-shirt? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, I do. All I know is that I had a history class and he was featured in it, so I bought the T-shirt. I go, they're teaching Jimi Hendrix in history. She goes, yeah, they were talking about the cultural impact of Woodstock. And I'm like, well, I love that your school is teaching this. This is great. I go, schools aren't so bad, I mean, yeah, sure, that Common Core math is pretty screwed up, but if they're talking about the cultural impact of Woodstock and that whole era, I mean, what's next? I mean, this is great. I go, well, all right. So, yeah, you got to listen to some of his music. So I might have an 18-year-old who's like really deep on the musical palette. I'm not saying that Motley Crue is anything to write home about. I mean, that's fucking just 3 chords in the truth, pretty much. No big deal. But Jimi Hendrix Experience, that's an entirely different ball game right there. So I'm pretty impressed with that. So she said that they had a T-shirt of Motley Crue at the store. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's a thing. That's a band. So now she's like way into it. So, yeah. All right. I can live with that. But it all tied together in one unique coincidental moment because of the Vince Neil cameos. So here's what you do. Now, we've talked about Cameo many times. That gives me an opportunity to connect with you, the audience, and me to do a personal shout-out. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. So this is a select commercial. And so there's countless people on Cameo who do this exact thing. And every single one of them is, hey, this is so-and-so just saying a happy birthday to you, and I hope you have a great year, and no one really puts anything into it, okay? There are a few who can pull it off, but most of the time, it's garbage. And, like, I played the ones from the guy who plays Kevin from The Office, who's the biggest earner on Cameo. He makes more than $1 million a year doing cameos. When you have a super fan reaching out to you or getting a cameo, you don't really have to do much. Because, you're appealing to the superest of the super fans who basically you could say anything to these people and they would be happy with what they're getting. So Vince Neil just got on Cameo and he's got all sorts of 5-star reviews from people who he's done cameos for. And they're like, Vince, you crushed it, man. You just hit it out of the park. And so, just like on mine, it's the same thing. Vince gets a notification from Cameo. Hey, you've been booked. Do a cameo. You press one button, you hold the phone up to your face, it records you, you say, hey, whatever you say, what you want to say, you hit upload, it goes, and it's sent directly to them. And then the money is put into your account. Cameo takes a little bit of it. At least they used to. Now they're taking like half of my money. Swear to God, I charge $15. They raised the price to $15.99. I used to get $11.50. Now I get like $8.50. Thanks, assholes, you greedy fucks. So, yeah, that's it. This is what Vince is doing on Cameo. And I find that, Vince has to be a creative guy, right? He's a fucking entertainer. How the hell can he possibly, this is the effort level you're going to get from Vince Neil.
Hey, Jim, Vince Neil here. Hey, buddy. Have a Miley Christmas and a happy crew year. And 2020 is a all new beginning. So keep rocking.
First of all, Vince, 2020's ending, you fucking Neanderthal. 2021 is starting. And so that's huge, you know? You might you're a year behind, Vince. And he didn't say anything there. He said Merry Crewmas or Merry Vinceness and Happy Crew Year. What the?
Hey, Jim, Vince Neil here. Hey, buddy. Have a Miley Christmas and a happy crew year. And 2020 is a all new beginning. So keep rocking.
Keep rocking. All right, you're thinking, well, maybe that was just his first one, and he was just a little, little rusty. He needed a little warming up. Let's check out the next one. By the way, how much was that? How much did that cost somebody? $400. $400 or $600? How much is Vince? No, it's $400. And you know what he has next to it? An icon. You can make 4 monthly payments. Somebody paid $400 for that shit.
Hey, Travis. It's Vince Neil from Miley Crew. Hey, buddy. Stoked to know that that kid riding his bike in the 80s is now killing it in real estate in Newport Beach. That's pretty badass. Congratulations, brother. We'll see you soon. And keep rocking.
Oh, that's a different one. It sounded just like the first one. Fuck.
Hey, Rebecca, it's me, Vince.
This is number 3.
Hey, Rebecca, it's me, Vince Neil from Miley Crew. Hey, Merry Christmas. Super excited to see you this summer at Wrigley Field. It's going to be a kick-ass one. And watch me kickstart the heart. Avery, Jack, and Jim got you some great seats for your birthday. So happy birthday and have a motley Christmas.
Keep rocking. Keep rocking. Have a motley Christmas. He didn't say shit. He's basically just taking like fucking song titles and throwing them in there. Yeah, that's right. I know you're looking for some girls, and you might be smoking in the boys' room, but I'm going to kickstart your heart. And oh, my God, you got the looks that kill. Keep rocking. I hope you had a great 2017, and here's to having a good 2010. Keep rocking. Dean says, do it on your own, Eric. Fuck Patreon. No, it's not that simple. The platform is actually awesome. It's fucking so user-friendly and efficient. It's great. And but they take too much of your money. Take too much. This is why I'm constantly telling you people to book me. Because it's easy, fun, effective, and well, it is a revenue generator. There is no question. But Vince, holy shit, man, the money that guy is making. Did I okay. I think I have an example of this. Okay, so now what I pride myself on is if someone's going to give me the time of day. By the way, Dirk says he's going to spend that $400 on mashed potatoes. Vince, Adam the Odd says he looks to be 300 pounds now. He is a big boy. There is no question. He is now the round mound of sound. I love to put my all into the cameos, the rants, okay? Unless you tell me otherwise. If it's just like happy birthday for a 10-year-old kid, I will make it appropriate for a 10-year-old. I basically go with your direction. All I need is a framework. Who it's going to, how much torture they can take, whether they listen or not. Some people, it's just like a congratulations. You got to be nice. And I take that all into account. This one in particular, I've played it before, but I loved it because, first of all, I did it with no rehearsal. I was on Patreon, actually doing the Patreon bonus podcast. And it came in, and then the Patreon audience said, do it now. Do it right now. No rehearsal. Just hit record and upload it, and then we'll see it as it happens. The dude actually is a Patreon member too. What the story behind this one is, this dumbass hired me to roast him and beat the shit out of him as a penance. So if at any point when you're hearing this, you're thinking, wow, Zane, you're really hard on this guy. He actually asked me to do this because he was trying to get in the good graces of his wife and his family, because his wife said, I don't want you to leave the house because I'm very concerned about COVID. And he, not only did he leave the house, he went hanging out with a bunch of his bro friends to like pump iron or some shit or lift weights. And he caught it. One of the fucking idiots caught it, and he brought it home, and everybody had to stay home from school, and the wife had to stay home from work. It was a real shit show because of this asshole. So the wife was killing him. So that's what you got here. And this is how that sounded. Now, compare this to that fat fuck Vince Neil. Oh, my gosh, Colin. Holy shit. Look, you need to know this, that I just got your request for the frickin' cameo, and I'm live on the podcast. So you might get this in like different spots, because when you actually listen to the show and then you're getting this, and oh, thank God, a fucking asshole like you has COVID. A dumb fuck who just won't listen. And, you know, behind every great man is a brilliant woman. And well, you're not a great man. You're kind of a fucking idiot. So it's just unbelievable that your wife has stayed with you despite your stupidity. Yeah, way to put the entire fucking family at risk, you stupid son of a bitch. I can't believe I've been doing this shit for 2 years, and in the past year, I've been screaming at people about being stupid assholes, and you've been on Patreon paying attention to the shit I say. Goes in one fucking ear and out the other. What the fuck is wrong with you? You got a wife and kids and a small house, and here you are, pumping iron. Oh, yeah, there's Colin. He's working out. He's getting ripped. Yeah, work out with your dick, you dumb asshole, because now you're sick as shit, and you're sitting there in the house, and everybody's quarantined. They all hate you. They're never going to get over it. Oh, fuck. You thought you had an opportunity to walk your daughters down the aisle when you get old and they get married. Now they're going to be like, oh, shit, fuck Dad. He got all of us sick because he's a stupid asshole who wanted to work out during the fucking pandemic of 2020. What a stupid son of a bitch. If you want to work out during a pandemic, you know what you do? You do like a brilliant man like Boring Dean would do, and maybe some push-ups and shit like that. Run around the block a few times, have some sex, but go hang out with your bro buddies and do push-ups and pull-ups. Fuck you, you stupid son of a bitch. You deserve everything you get. I hope your wife leaves you, takes the kids, and finds somebody who's a real man. Fuck off. Oh, fuck. So, all right. Vince using the name, obviously the name Vince Meal. There you go, Vince Meal. We can call him Vince Meal because of the eating. Vince Meal, a household name when 18-year-olds like my daughter are like, oh, God, he's dreamy. He's fantastic. He's the round mound of sound. Holy shit.
Hey, Jim, Vince Neil here. Hey, buddy. Have a Miley Christmas and a happy crew year. And 2020 is a all new beginning. So keep rocking.
Oh, God. Shit. Adam the Odd says Vince Meal for the win. So, and that was an accident. That was an absolute that was me misspeaking. Coming up with Vince Meal. Shit. Oh, boy. All right. Well, anyway, I just want to throw that out there that's what Vince is doing, and you too can get a piece of that for $400. Come on, man. All right. Well, I'll just stay here spinning my wheels. Hire me on Cameo, cameo.com/Eric Zane. I'd love to do one for you. While you're at it, if you have a small business or a medium-sized business or hell, even a large business, it doesn't matter. Let me market your business on the podcast. Now, truth be told, I've got a number of people on the podcast that are like, well, I wouldn't have been able to afford any marketing anywhere else. Yeah, I work very hard to make sure that everybody can get on the podcast. Don't be shy about this. Don't be a stranger. If you have a business and you want it marketed on the show, like all the great businesses behind me with their signs and the people that I talk about on the show, reach out, eric@ericzaneshow.com, and I will start to work with you and come up with a marketing plan that I formulate, and we'll discuss it. We'll see if we can get you on the show, all right? Send me who you are and what your business is, and we'll get the ball rolling on it, eric@ericzaneshow.com. That's how it started with all my sponsors, not the least of which Henry Steffes, the Steffes Group of Keller Williams Realty, right there. Now, if you're, this is the type of thing where you might not need Henry right now. You're like, well, I'm not selling a home, or I'm not looking to buy a home. You might at some point. Keep him in mind. And if you know someone who is in the market or thinking about it, please remember Henry Steffes, the Steffes Group of Keller Williams Realty right here in West Michigan. Okay? If you need more information, it's really simple. Henry is so easy to get a hold of. My gosh, all you have to do is check him out online, the Steffes Group of Keller Williams Realty. TheSteffesGroup.com. Opens right up. Click on Enter Site. And, man, there you go. You got the team. You got Henry and his lovely better half. And the amazing support that you get with the Steffes Group of Keller Williams Realty. Okay? Call upon Henry today. Thank you, Henry, for being on the show. Excuse me. Working out. If you're thinking about getting in shape, and you should be, this is the time. Raise your hand if at this time of year you've started an exercise program. Okay? And that's great. You're excited. You want to start fresh. But too often, something goes south. It just doesn't work out. I don't know. My back. Oh my God. I can attest to that. I got a debilitated back injury. I'm fucked for life, man. Holy shit. I can't ever take another step. I'm just going to sit and do nothing forever and watch a Mandalorian. Oh my God. You need some direction. And if you don't have the knowledge, how do you focus? How do you come up with goals? F45 takes all of that out of the equation. You just walk in. That's the hardest thing to do anyway. Because most people, when they walk into a place to work out, they're like, oh, shit, man. I don't care if you've never done a thing ever. There is always a time to start, and you should all be exercising. All of you. Okay? If you don't, well, okay, what you're doing is you're making it so that you're not going to live as long if you don't exercise. Okay? You must do this. Non-negotiable. Okay? Byron Center, Michigan, F45training.com/Byron Center. Click on it, F45training.com/Byron Center. And then where it says free week or start free, click on that damn thing. And that's all you do, man. You got a whole week to test them out. You need more information. It's all at F45training.com/Byron Center. Or if you missed that, click on their logo at ericzaneshow.com. I've got a team that goes into homes and cleans the house. A&D Cleaning. Okay? If you want an estimate, 616-550-3644. They sponsor Daisy the dog, who's snoring in the background. By the way, Bruce is sponsored by Grand Rapids Hybrid. O'Neill's sponsored by Irvine's Auto Repair. But A&D Cleaning, call them at 616-550-3644 today to get an estimate on getting that house clean. Do you walk into your house and there's shit all over the floor, there's clutter everywhere, you're like, oh, God, I don't know what to do. Screw it. You don't need to do it. Have somebody do it for you, okay? Give up. At this point, if you've gone this many years and you haven't figured out how to clean your home, you're never going to figure it out. Have somebody do it for you. Amy Porter at A&D Cleaning, 616-550-3644. Okay, there is only one remaining cast member that is alive from Gilligan's Island. They're all freaking dead. Dawn Wells, Marianne, passed away yesterday, 82. COVID, died in Los Angeles. Holy shit. So the debate, Marianne or Ginger? Okay. I guess it's all taste, because Marianne had that appearance of a country girl, both very attractive. Okay. But Ginger, redhead, Tina Louise, and really, really whorish. Do you remember when she would hit on like Gilligan or the skipper or Mr. Howell or the professor? Whenever she wanted something, she would turn on that little engine of hers and give them all fucking boners. I mean, that was crazy when she would start to like massage Alan Hale Jr., who played the skipper's bitch tits, and just touch him and like, oh yeah, hey, how are you? And then he'd like be all flustered. Oh my God, that would drive me crazy. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be so screwed up. Well, so I guess it's all what you like. Do you like that type of aggressive woman that the character Tina Louise played, the movie star, or what was she described as, Dawn Wells, as Marianne? She was just described, okay, because with Gilligan, the skipper too. With Gilligan, the skipper too. The millionaire and his wife. The movie star. And then they just threw in the professor and Marianne. So, Ginger didn't even get like her name, but they described her as the movie star, and they had like this vivacious tone when they said it. So I think she got more. I think there was more attention on Ginger, but Marianne, she was kind of like this, aw shucks vibe to her, and I don't think she ever did anything aggressive sexually, which kind of put her in a bad spot in this game of Ginger or Marianne. But let it be known, that's all character. In real life, Marianne was 1,000,000 times more attractive than Tina Louise, or Dawn Wells was 1,000,000 times more attractive than Tina Louise. Now, when they were both very young, you could say either or. They were both knockouts, okay? Tina Louise is the actor. Dawn Wells was actually I think a Miss California or something like that, and she competed in the Miss America contest or some shit back in 1960. Good thing Trump wasn't there. He would have done something terrible to her. But all right, so you got her, and she was just an absolute knockout. Now, as they aged, Dawn Wells was a real rarity because she maintained some genuine beauty as she aged. Now, I don't know if she had help, Dawn Wells, if she had the old plastic surgery done, but she looked really pretty despite being, in her 80s. You know who else is like that? My dad's wife, my stepmom, Joanne. She is like, everybody when they get to be that old, they look old, okay? You just look old as shit. You don't look anything like what you used to. Joanne has been able to hang on to the beauty she had when she was younger. I've always told her that. And it's never been weird. I've always been like, I don't know how you do this. But most people, when they get old, their face shape changes. It looks like a big bag of shit or a fucking mutilated scrotum. Yours does not. How are you doing this? Now, I didn't say that. I didn't use the scrotum reference, but I always tell Joanne, God, it's remarkable how pretty you are. You're not supposed to stay pretty. The fuck? Dawn Wells, she pulled that off too. Okay. Tina Louise, the only one who's still alive. Oh boy. She started doing the plastic surgery thing, and it's not good. It is just not good. It's so bad. And the only person who doesn't know it is Tina Louise. So she would, at points in history, she would go in and the doctor would do their thing, would do his thing or her thing, and then she'd come out of the surgery and she'd recover and she'd look fucked. Okay? Bad. Really bad. Like Jocelyn Wildenstein bad. Like a botched plastic surgery, that stretched eye Kenny Rogers look going on. Oh, boy. And I don't know, just kind of horrible. It always makes me depressed when I see people, what they look like, and what they look like after the plastic surgery. And you know what I mean by the stretched eye Kenny Rogers look. And they all look the same. Kenny Rogers, Tina Louise, who's the guy who was in that movie. The movie was called The Wrestler. It was a really good movie. And there was that one actor who he looks completely different now. His face, and he got really big and strong for the film The Wrestler. And The Wrestler was a great movie. Couldn't watch the part when he was slicing the meat, though, in the deli. It was terrible. Really triggered me. What is that actor's name? Bobby Ross? It's something Irish. Bobby Ward. Maddie Ice. Maddie. Something ends with an E sound, like Bobby, Maddie. Bobby Ward. That's the guy, the actor. Bobby Ward. He was in Angel Heart. He was in 9.5 Weeks. And then he actually used to be a boxer. Matty Ward is his name. Mickey Ward. Matty Rourke. Matty O'Rourke. What the fuck is his name? Mickey Rooney. Look at the damn comments. Oh, I was close. Mickey Rourke. Someone said Mickey Rooney. That was Dirk, jackass. Adam the Odd says, oh my God, I thought Bob Denver was still alive. He died in 2005. That was the guy who played Gilligan. I got to pay attention to the news more. So yeah, Mickey Rourke has that look too. It's like their eyes, they're like perpetually wide now, and it's like there's no eyelids. It's just a really bizarre, strange appearance. Oh my God. I can't stand it. It's like these people go to the plastic surgeon and there's a menu, it appears. If you want to look like shit, they put up the pictures of Kenny Rogers, Mickey Rourke, and Tina. Yeah, I'll take the. And so Tina Louise walked in and said, yeah, I want to give me the Mickey Rourke. I want that. So anyway, Dawn is dead. Dawn Wells gone. Marianne. Only Tina Louise and her fake face alive right now. Dawn Wells died of COVID. Another one. Alto Reed, legendary saxophone player, has passed away. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Bob Seger made a statement, and he goes, yeah, Alto was the rock star. He was the one that got all the attention. And so if you've ever seen a Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band concert, Alto was amazing. So not only would he play, but he'd dance. And the fucking guy could move like you wouldn't believe, despite getting on in years as the band continued to age. But he always had it, man. And he would move in perfect time with the music, with these really simple dance steps that were just entertaining to watch. And I'll tell you this about Alto Reed. All the times I saw him perform with the Silver Bullet Band, the dude just looked like he was having the fucking time of his life. And there's nothing better than seeing a performer really enjoy themselves. Like they're happy to be there. They're not going through the motions. They're just giving it their all. And that was Alto Reed, man. And just fantastic. Terrible loss. Gigantic loss. And I cannot imagine if there is ever a time that Seeger would ever do a show again, because Bob's quite, he's getting on in years too. If that ever happened, just that would be just something to see someone else performing the parts that Alto Reed would perform in his support of the band. You think back to the big one, Turn the Page, where the fucking song starts with alto. And you got to listen to the live Bullet version of Turn the Page. The greatest live recording ever made, live Bullet, hands down. And don't bring your fucking Budokan shit in here. Don't bring me your Frampton Comes Alive nonsense. Okay? It's live Bullet, the greatest live album, without a doubt, hands down. And if you've never listened to it, because frankly, Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, even though they're in the Hall of Fame, you have some regionality to the to how much Seger is liked, because in the Midwest, he was enormous. But especially when he was just becoming a household name, Seger would perform in Detroit for 20,000 people at Cobo Arena, and then he'd go to St. Louis and play for 150. It was like that. Not so much as the years and years got on, especially after Night Moves and Stranger in Town and the success of those albums. But my God, Alto Reed, if you were to listen to Live Bullet, you'd get a great example of how that band performed and how he was just an unbelievable force to be reckoned with. Gone too soon at 72 years old, passes to colon cancer. Son of a bitch. Damn it. You know, it seems like this year more than others. When people pass, it's like, okay, you know, it's kind of like been right here in our face for so long. And I'd love to sit here in front of the camera and in front of this microphone and say, it's a new year, but it's going to be a grind. There's no question. I think that going forward, we're going to have short memories for quite some time. And so I hate to be the one to say, I am not going to be the guy to say this is going to be a great year, because I don't know that. I'm just saying, keep your expectations grounded and just kind of maybe absorb that a little bit, as opposed to thinking that everything's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a grind. There's no question. I'll do my best to try to keep you so that you're forgetful of those moments best I can, and try to keep things as positive as I can. But be on guard. All right. Wisconsin played Somebody Doesn't Matter in the Somebody Bowl. Doesn't matter. I think it was the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. Oh, my God. There was a time when bowl games weren't named after things. I don't know how you get excited to win the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. My God. There's got to be a better way. After this incident that I'm about to describe to you, the players from Wisconsin, I like what they were thinking. They took a jar or a squeezed thing of Duke's mayonnaise and taped it to the base of the trophy after the quarterback of the team busted the crystal portion of the trophy. Let's see. What is the guy's name? Doesn't matter. I'll find it as I'm searching through the stupid article. Something Mertz. Quarterback of the team is celebrating. They're all like dancing in the locker room, having a great time. And the base of the trophy attached to it is a football made out of crystal. Dude's dancing with it. And it just rolls off and just explodes on the ground. 1 million pieces. Check it out. Hey, hey, hey. That's it. That's all you need. You hear the guy go, oh, You got to see it. I'll link it up. You can wait till the show notes of the audio podcast, or it'll be on In the News. I'll also post it to social media. The coach of the team, Paul Christ, said he, quote, wanted everyone to have a piece of the trophy. They said, who did it? And he said, I'm not saying. But that news came out. Most valuable player in the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Jack Sanborn, said, no comment. I'm not under oath, so I don't know if I have to speak. I want everyone to have a piece of that trophy. I didn't see it. I don't know. There's video proof out there who broke the trophy, Sanborn said. I'm not going to say anything else regarding that. Noah Burks, whose interception helped set up a score that gave Wisconsin the lead for good in the second half, said, although we did not know the trophy came off. So they were just like dancing around, but it was just resting there. They didn't know that it actually fell off. Graham Mertz was the guy's name. Safety Scott Nelson, who also had an interception, pointed the finger at, he's the fucking rat. Way to go, narc. Quote, I was actually talking to Jim Leonard, Coach Jim Leonard, when that happened. So I'll remove myself from that conversation. But like Noah said, there is some video proof of what happened. Apparently, we are going to get a new one. I don't know if that's a secret. I'm sorry if it is, but I think Graham got a little too excited and thought he could dance a little bit. Well, I don't know if this is Mertz's fault. I mean, how can you make that trophy and make it so that the crystal portion isn't attached to anything? It's just resting there. I mean, come on. In the post-game virtual press conference, Mertz said, I dropped it. That's on me. My mama would call it a boo-boo, but it's all right. We'll bounce back. It'll be the last trophy I ever drop. I guarantee you that. Yeah, I don't know if that's on him. I mean, yes, he was in his hands when it broke. Hang on, I got to clear my throat. It's killing me. Damn it. If I had the mic up, you'd be grossed out by that. I just ate so much booger. When the Griffins won the Calder Cup, remember that story I told you about? One of the guys dropped the damn thing and did so much damage to it. The next day, I was at Coach Todd Nelson's house for a post-game party. All these guys are all shit-faced that night before. They roll in like 3 in the afternoon, the sunglasses. They've been up all night, man. They bring the cup, and right away, I was like, there's something wrong. The actual cup portion was so tilted, like 10 degrees off, and it looked like it was in a garbage dumpster. The bowl portion of the actual trophy is supposed to be round. This is sterling silver. It's a very expensive, and it's 100 years old, for God's sake. It was shaped like Stewie Griffin's head when you're looking down at it. I took pictures of the proof and posted it right away to social media. Well, the league office saw it immediately, and so did the hockey team. The league office, this is all happening while I'm sitting there by the pool with these guys. The league office calls ownership and management and says, what the fuck is going on there? We just saw these pictures that the cup is mangled. The team calls me and said, dude, remove that right now. A shitstorm just erupted. All right, smell you later. Hang up. I took it down, but that was it, man. They had to scrap it and take it out and rebuild a brand new cup that I'm not sure who had to pay for it. But now they have like a cup keeper. They're supposed to have a cup keeper. You know, like the Stanley Cup. You should have a cup keeper with it from the league. Well, they didn't. Well, now they do. And there's a sign that everywhere it goes, it says, warning, if you damage, I swear to God, if you damage the cup, you will have to pay for it. You know, this isn't the National League. But then again, if you destroyed the Stanley Cup, if some dumb shit dropped the Stanley Cup and fucked it all up, you'd be in some serious trouble, which I think the Red Wings actually did drop it. I think the name Chris Chelios comes to mind as somebody who dropped a stupid cup. Way to go. Hang on a second. Hey, Siri.
Uh-huh.
Call Pooh on speaker.
Calling Pooh. Mobile on speaker.
Hey, it worked.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I was just telling the story about when the dumbasses dropped the Calder Cup.
Oh my gosh. With that parade thing?
No, not at
Is
the
that what it
parade.
was?
It was right after the game. And then we went over to Coach's house after, and the thing was all fucked up and it was like sideways.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh.
I blame Hickett's.
It's always Hickett's fault.
So I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
What's that?
Could you bring me a cup of coffee and a cup of water? Would you do that for me, please?
I guess. I have a question for you, though. What happened to my calendar that was on the fridge?
I took it off.
I had that on there for a purpose. Did you throw it away?
No. Why do you need a calendar like it's 1972 on the refrigerator?
I want it there for a reason.
What reason? Why would you? I mean, first of all, the real estate person who sent it to us, they're 100 years old when they send something that is as archaic as a calendar with magnets to go on the fridge.
I have my personal reasons for wanting it.
Well, you make it sound like it's serious. It's a calendar.
No, yeah, but you don't just take things off and do something with them. If it was up there for a reason.
I don't like things on the fridge.
Well, too bad.
Well, what the hell do you want a calendar on the fridge for?
Well, that's a reason.
I
don't want to discuss right now. But
really? Is it like private?
Yeah.
You're kidding, right?
No.
There is a legit. You must keep close to the vest. Okay, I don't want to pull it out of you. I mean, I can respect that. I don't want to make you feel bad. All right, well, I'm sorry. It is in that drawer just to the right of the stove. And I'm going to leave that. Huh? Yeah.
I found it.
Right there. There it is. Did not throw it out.
There it is.
Okay.
Nice.
So
I'm going to put my Susan Casma.
Well, don't say her name. I just insulted her. You can't put her say the name.
You didn't insult her.
I did too. I said it's.
Oh.
So do you think maybe you can tell me why you want that up there after I get done with the podcast?
Sure. Yep.
I for the life of me, I can't figure out why you would want that on there.
Okay, I'm bringing you your coffee now. I'll be up in a minute and some water.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye.
Okay, sorry I took the calendar off the fridge.
It's okay.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye.
I hate stuff on the fridge. There's like 8 million magnets. Ugh. Pictures of people. Christmas magnets. Ugh. I don't know. I don't want the fridge to be a billboard. I want it to be clean. I don't want fingerprints all over it like there always is. I spent half the day cleaning the fridge, it seems like, taking stuff off of it. All right. So dumbasses broke the trophy. Welcome to Evan Ball. Evan Ball is the latest member on Patreon who took advantage of the 10% off. 1 year of Tier 2 is $120. Tier 2 gets you everything. All video, all audio, all live streams. $10 a month. If you sign up for a year and pay for it all at once, you get it for 10% off. So what was $120 is now $108. If you have been going month to month, any of you can take advantage of that, whether it's tier 2 or tier 1. If you're a tier 1 person paying $5 a month, yearly you're paying $60. If you sign up, like if you say, oh, well, hell, I'm just going to sign up for a full year and get it out of the way, I'll take $6 off of it, 10% for the tier 1. So basically what I'm telling you is just get it out of the way and you'll save money. Or not. Or if you just want to try it out and see what the hell is going on Patreon, I encourage that too. See if you like it. I've got the Lost Zane recordings twice a week. In fact, a new episode goes up tomorrow. I'm basically releasing those from my time at WBBL in the order that they happened. I believe we're about 25 episodes in. We're at a point on the Lost Zane recordings where I'm really getting fucking frustrated with Doan calling in sick to work, man. That was always a real big pet peeve of mine. I sometimes felt like no one was on the same page with the goal in mind for what I wanted to achieve on that show. I was under immense pressure to try to, I had a goal. I wanted to beat Free Beer and Hot Wings. And time and time again, it became painfully obvious that there was going to be 1,000,001 things to keep me from that goal. Okay. Things that there's no way I could have known were coming at me. Everything from the Kyle incident to, frankly, it's just very hard to do a show like that. I learned that quickly. I think that was the thing that I didn't expect the most. I didn't have being in the role that I was on Free Beer and Hot Wings to suddenly be in the role that I was in WBBL was way different. And I was like, this is a little harder than I thought. Oh boy, my hands are full on this deal. I would actually think that I'd be much more in tune with being able to pull that off now than I was then. Not to say that we didn't catch our stride with Ben and I. I think Ben and I definitely did kind of fall into a spot that the show would have continued growing, but it took so long to get there that everybody gave up on the fucking show. We had very, very small listenership of that show, admittedly. So yeah, and then so when things like Doan happened, I mean, all I needed the dude to do was come to work and answer the phones. I couldn't get him to come to work. Thank you, honey. And then when I could get him to come to work, he would fall asleep while we're on the podcast. Thank you. Still jammy time? Aw. Thank you. You want to sit in? No. Yeah. We had a discussion. Wait, come here a minute. I'll give you this mic, and you can be off the camera if you want. Even though everybody's already seen you. What is it? Just hang on. You don't need to rush me, man. I do. I have things to do. Just please. Understand that people love you. Hold on a second. Whatever you need to say, I'm going to need you to say it again when I tell you to, but you got to do it into the microphone. Okay. What did you just say?
I said you need to organize your office or studio here.
Yeah, I know that. Pull it down a little. Yeah, I mean, okay. We do this every time, and I apologize if I sound like a broken record, but you see, there can only be one spot that you're facing.
I know, but why is this not?
I don't know.
Down?
Hold it. It's old. It's an old microphone. I have no idea why it's doing what it's doing, but you have things called hands with thumbs. So listen to me. If it's like this, if the microphone's like this, and you're not talking into it, and I say, all right, talk into it, what would a person do? Would they go like this and go, okay, great? Or would they grab it with their hands and put it towards
Would you like me to leave?
No, I'm just asking the question.
Okay. Well, I'm about ready to leave.
Well, I mean, how often have we been through this? I mean, we've been through this 1,000 times.
Shh. Enough. Listen, are those your new headphones I got you?
No.
That's
I
nice.
haven't them taken. I'm
glad that you're.
No, those are the same as these.
Then why did you want new ones?
Because I needed a spare pair. Yeah. People do that. That's a bad thing.
They're the exact same ones.
The exact same ones.
I thought maybe they were an improvement or something.
These are professional grade headphones. These are absolutely fine.
Oh.
But I did have another pair that broke, so I needed them replaced, and you did it. Thank you. It was an awesome gift.
Daisy's giving me the paw.
I know that. She loves you.
What do you want?
So today, you woke up. Marcy says, throw it at his head, Diana.
I thought you weren't supposed to read the comments. Do not look at comments.
Sometimes I do.
Anyway.
Adam the Odd says, be nice, you ogre. I am being nice. Shut up. You were making the bed, and then you said, I need a nap today so I can stay up tonight till midnight. That's what you said, right?
Correct.
And then what did I say to you?
You said, I'm not staying up till midnight.
I said, I'm going to bed at 9.
And I said, no, you're not.
No, you didn't say, no, you're not. You said, no, you are not.
I did not say it like that.
You were furious with the fact that I wasn't going to stay up till midnight.
What, Daisy?
Don't worry about it. Let it go.
She hurts when she scratches.
All right.
Well, yeah, people are coming over. Well, not people. Jackie.
Yeah, we're not having a party.
No, we're not having a party. But
people
Jackie and
from
Justin,
your own family.
Jackie and Justin
I don't
want to
give the impression that we're having a fucking Jimmy's COVID house super spreader event.
No, Jackie and Justin are coming over. We're gonna play games like Stop Thief and Pictionary.
Okay.
And Uno. You know, all those fun games.
All right. You think people are going to want to see part of our celebration on Patreon?
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe.
All right, that's a fun thing to do.
I got blowers.
You got blowers?
Yep. And hats.
Tell me about the blowers.
Well, the blowers are, things that blow.
Sounds like quite a party.
Yeah. So we'll all be blowing and celebrating. All right.
Patriot Nick says, ring in the new year with your wife, you damn caveman. No, I will. I will. I'll probably take the nap with you.
You can sleep in on Friday.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Can I go now? Because I have to pee and then I have to vacuum before the dogs come back downstairs.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
See ya. Bye. There you go. Queen of the Forest. Leaving us now. Always a great time. So are you leaving? Taking off? All right. Thanks. See ya. Okay, bye. All right. Yeah, I know. Closet needs to be cleaned. I'll get right on it. Yep. I don't know if you're like me, but I am a trash it, clean it soul. This week I cleaned the garage. It's freaking spotless. And every time I've done that, I'm like, it's staying this way. This time, it's going to stay this way. It never does. What happens there? If I had, I'd love to tell you that I'm going to be able to do have a New Year's resolution where everything is going to stay clean and organized. But I think that might be the hardest thing that any person can do. I know for me it is. It is an absolute shit show when it comes. I don't know how people do it. I walk into someone's house, even when it's a spur of the moment visit, and it's absolutely beautiful. So not fucked up. And I don't know. I mean, there is shit everywhere here. It doesn't look that terrible on camera. No, it doesn't look bad at all. But stuff you can't see, there's shit everywhere that's not in view. My God. I think that could possibly be a New Year's resolution, one that I think that I would be able to maintain for like an hour. Hang on, I got to drink this coffee. Drink up if you got it. Now is the time. I'm going to turn the mic down. I'll finish it in a second. This mug I got for Christmas, it says, Of course, I'm a kidney donor. Who wouldn't want a piece of this? Thank you to Madison. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage says it is a perfect time to get a mortgage. All right. Anywhere in the listening audience, no matter what part of the country you listen in, Mario can help you. There might be a time down the road when you're like, hey, I think we're going to buy. I think we're going to do this. I think we're in the market. You need a mortgage. Okay. Have Mario get you the mortgage. Call him at 231-332-6505. Yeah, I know you could call anybody. I know you may have worked with someone in the past. I know all that. You got a family member who does it. I get it. I get it. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't consider them. All I'm saying is you should consider Mario. Just at least hear him out. See what he has to say. All right? 231-332-6505 for the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. And anyone who does mortgages can get a mortgage for someone with great credit. That's easy work, okay? It's a little more effort for the mortgage guy to get a mortgage for the person with not so great credit. And not all mortgage guys like to deal, with dude whose credit is not so great. It's more work, takes more time, which lowers the margin. The guy who does it all for all people is Mario. Plain and simple. 231-332-6505. Hang on. Gotta clear my throat. I'm having a terrible time today with my body completely betraying me this morning. Stand by. I gotta drink my coffee. Hey, relax. It's gonna be okay. There. The New Year's Eve extravaganza rolls on. No show tomorrow, by the way. Taking the day off. But I will have the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast New Year's Day night. We will start at 7 p.m. on Patreon. All right. Blue Frost IT, managed IT service provider for the show. If you're a small or medium-sized business in West Michigan needs a managed IT service provider, that's who you call. 616-200-8550. Love you guys very much. You are awesome. And if you don't have them already as part of your service contract, what's going to get you as to having a service contract with them is when your computer goes south and your IT blows up. This is who you call to get it repaired, okay? They will repair that. Yep, we'll be there to fix it. While we're here, can we sign you up for a managed IT service contract? What is that? Well, that means we're your IT department. You pay us X amount of dollars every month, and then if this ever happens again, in a snap, we get it fixed for you, as opposed to this big, long, drawn-out process to get your stuff repaired right now. See how that works? Basically, you have your own IT department, but you don't have to pay all the expenses that goes with having an in-house IT department. I do it for this little business. You should for yours. 616-200-8550. Tech Tuesday comes up on January, well, it's a week from Tuesday. January 12th, I think. Finally, the Kent County Health Department, they've been taking water all year. It's been a real shit show, but they're still slugging it out with the virus, trying to keep you informed on everything you need to know concerning COVID, concerning getting tested, concerning vaccine rolling out now, how you get it, who gets it, where you get it, what you have to do, what vaccines are available. These are all questions you probably have. You can get them all answered at accesskent.com/health. Or just call them at 616-632-7100. All the information is there. If you're having trouble feeding your family, you no doubt have heard about the WIC program. The title of it is Women, Infant, Children, but it's for everyone. Okay? That's an old title, but it's well known. What that means is if you qualify, you get a card loaded up with cash each month, and then you go to the grocery store, you buy food, and it's paid for. You pay into it all these years with your jobs, whatever you've done over the years. And when you need it, you should utilize it. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be ashamed of that. Sometimes that happens. That's what these programs are set up for. And you can get more information about the WIC program at accessken.com/health. All right. I'm running out of battery on this damn device. If that happens, we might have a problem. Not a big problem. Just means I'll have to go get the damn charger. I'm turning down the brightness to save the power. But this is what I'm playing the sound from. This is an update on this incident. Do you remember this incident where the dude is coming out of the elevator with his kid, Keon Hammond, and the crazy lady has lost her phone, and she's like, well, I can't find my phone. So no doubt this 14-year-old black kid, it's Keon Harold, by the way, black kid took it. And we picked up the video when the dad of the 14-year-old jazz musician Keon Harold, black dude, started to record this crazy bitch.
Please. Show me this is my phone.
Show me. No.
You don't have to explain nothing to her.
Take the case off. That's mine. Literally, get it back.
Are you kidding me? You feel like there's only one iPhone made in the world?
No. Okay, then show me the.
No, you get a life
over there. No, what's
on your background? You better go use find my iPhone. Go do that.
Find my iPhone is off. On that right
no, you can't. No.
I'm the manager of the hotel.
I don't care.
He will
this
right
is my
now.
son. Hey, didn't you see me just come downstairs out of the fucking elevator? I'm trying to help. No, but you're not helping.
I am.
That's the dude from the hotel who's saying, yeah, if you want this to end, show her the phone. Now, some of you commented the last time I talked about this. Why doesn't he just call his kid's phone to prove it? Well, yeah, true. He could do that too. But again, this is all happening very fast. And he's pissed off. And the fucking point is he shouldn't have to do anything here. If he says it, who the fuck does this? But so yeah,
disrespectful.
No, I'm trying to settle the situation.
And he's mad at the hotel dude, saying, you shouldn't just side with her and assume that that's the way you handle it. Yeah, prove that that's not her. That you haven't taken the woman's phone. It's bullshit.
My son has nothing to do with her.
No,
I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the lobby.
Then show me the proof. No, he's not leaving. Show me the proof.
Are you kidding me? You better get on. Let's go, kid.
I think this guy, the dad, has shown a lot of restraint here, and I'll get to why that's proven even more because the rest of the video has come out.
Get on. We have what you see two black people.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
Better get on somewhere,
No,
lady.
please get my phone back. I cannot not have my phone.
Listen, get your ass up.
Hello, Zane.
All right, now this dumb bitch left her phone in the Uber. She was masked up, but there is video of still images of her without the mask. She has not yet been identified, which is a miracle. Okay. Now the video from inside the hotel shows her tackling the kid. It's crazy. And so now the cops are saying, all right, yeah, she absolutely needs to be, she fucking assaulted the kid. There's no question. That is plain as day. And the dad, the jazz musician, sorry about my voice today. I apologize, folks. Keon Harold, I think he showed incredible restraint because in that video, all he's trying to do is get his son away from this crazy lady. All he knows is, as he gets out of the elevator, some crazy lady tackles the kid. That's all that's happened. And then all the ensuing bullshit. So, fuck. Now there's an update on this. Listen into this.
Also this morning, we have an update on a story we followed all week. New video has now emerged of that disturbing incident.
The update talks about the video, but it also talks about how She
Y'all all right?
she actually is starting to emerge.
Also this morning, we have an update on a story we followed all week. New video has now emerged of that disturbing incident at a New York City hotel where a woman falsely accused a Black teenager of stealing her phone. NBC's Ron Allen joins us with the latest on that story. Ron, good morning.
Good morning, guys. The video was released by the New York City Police, and it's from the hotel security system. It shows a different angle of the incident as police search for the alleged attacker, and the father and son wrongly accused in the incident demand an apology and justice. Overnight this morning, new footage shows the shocking moment when a woman tackles the teenage son of a prominent Black musician after wrongly accusing the boy of stealing her phone. Released overnight by the New York City Police Department, the surveillance video shows the woman rush 14-year-old Keon Harold Jr. in the Arlo Hotel on Saturday.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
Initial video of the heated confrontation posted on Instagram by Keon's outraged father quickly went viral earlier this week.
Get my phone back. I cannot not have my phone.
Listen, get your
Harold, speaking at a rally Wednesday with civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump, said he and his son were the victims of racial profiling.
And I can't even come downstairs in New York City, prime New York City, and just go get brunch without being attacked and wrongfully accused of something.
The famed trumpeter and Crump are calling on the district attorney to bring assault and battery charges against the woman, plus a civil rights investigation into the Arlo Hotel.
The idea of trauma goes above any charge that could ever be had. I want my son to grow up whole.
The NYPD now asking for the public's help in locating the woman shown in the video. The woman withholding her identity, talking to CNN over the phone on Tuesday, claiming she was the victim, and had also asked another individual in the hotel about her phone before running into Harold. Police say the woman's phone was found in an Uber and that the case is not being investigated as a bias incident. NBC News was unable to make contact with the woman and does not know what happened before or after the video.
Well, for God's sake.
The hotel in a statement has apologized to the Harolds and added that while a manager on duty did quickly call police, more should have been done to de-escalate the situation as the search continues for the woman seen in the video. Chanel, Craig.
All right, Ron, thank you.
And the fact, okay, so now you're this lady, and she's starting to think that, because I'm going to tell you, getting in trouble with the cops is one thing. That's the least of your worries. The big problem is the cancel culture. You might be screwed right in your butthole when they find out who is who and what is what. And now when it comes to cancel culture, I am not one of these, no to cancel culture. You can't be bullshit. You can't be canceled. If you act like an asshole, there are times that cancel culture is absolutely appropriate. And that's the fucking frontier justice that we need. Okay. Because sometimes it's appropriate. And then this is one of those cases. She's a fucking whore asshole, and she deserves everything that she gets thrown at her in response to this. She has not come forward, but she called up CNN and is like, yeah, hey, I want to talk to you. I'm the lady. What's your name? I'm not telling you. So she's smart about it. She's trying to keep her identity because she's no idiot. She knows she's about to get two in her at the same time, okay, forcibly. She's 22. She said she was assaulted. Cops said, no, you weren't. It was a 20-minute phone interview, not recorded. She said the incident unfolded that she first demanded to see the hotel surveillance video to try to pinpoint who may have taken it. She says she then asked someone else in the lobby to empty their pockets. Well, that's the first thing. That's the first mistake you make. Empty your pockets. Yeah, fuck you. Before ultimately confronting. Then so, yeah, all she did was she saw the black guy. She went after the black guy. Well, there you go, man. She admitted it right there. That's when everything got a little bit more serious, the woman said, referring to the interaction. No, what you mean to say is that's when I got a little bit more crazy. As soon as I saw a black guy, I started to act like a major asshole. Throughout the phone call, the woman's account of the incident was rambling at times. She provided additional information of events preceding and unrelated to the incident, true sign of crazy, that CNN has been unable to confirm. When asked whether she's concerned about possibly facing charges and overall how she is portrayed in the video, she said, "Of course I worry. That's not who I am." Yes, you are. That's exactly who you are. She says, "I actually try very hard to make sure that I am always doing the right thing." You fucked up. And I don't believe a word of what you're saying. She told CNN she's willing to cooperate with the ongoing investigation. I don't think you are. If you know that police are looking for you for assault and you haven't stepped forward, I don't think you're cooperating. She said she hasn't received a call from the NYPD yet, nor has she reached out herself. Yeah, but you know they're looking for you. They haven't called you because they don't know who you are, idiot. She said she'd also be willing to talk to the Heralds. Yeah, they don't want to talk to you. You see, and then this takes the whole element of this once again happens to black guy, and what do you expect them to do? And I don't want to hear any of this bullshit about, well, yeah, sitting there crying, getting Benjamin Crump on. Well, that's Benjamin Crump is supposed to do this. That's his job. His job is always to rush to the aid of people like this. And that's what he does for a fucking living. You know what would make this a lot easier so he wouldn't have to do this? Fucking assholes like this crazy bitch acting like a fucking moron. That's the problem. It isn't the fault of the black guy. It isn't the fault of Ben Crump saying we need this to stop. It's this crazy bitch's fault. That's who's at fault, plain and simple. She's an asshole. This wouldn't have happened if she wasn't such an asshole. All right. Now, I do this knowing I'm going to get one-word answers, but incoming call right now. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a few more details out of this. Hey, Siri. Oh, my God. This phone. Hey, Siri. Oh, my God. You fucking whore. Hey, Siri. Call fuckface Nick on speaker.
Calling fuckface Nick on speaker.
Bitch, man. Put me in a bad mood.
Are you struggling with Siri? I was about to call you.
What?
I said, I heard you struggling with Siri. I was about to call you.
Oh, no. I got you right here. So you broke the news to me that you're doing something very fun, which I'm very appreciative of. Thank you very much in advance for this. And you've done it before, but you wanted a little bit more participation here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I understand you're giving away a free membership to my Patreon. Isn't that right, Nick?
Yes, sir. 6 months paid.
6 months paid.
Yeah.
One or two?
I'm giving away, so it's going to be 2 6 months Patreons on 2 separate games.
Okay. And you're giving those away in a trivia event?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're doing it for members, obviously, who are not on Patreon right now. So all newbies.
Yeah, that's the idea. Get them started. Maybe they'll get hooked.
Yeah. Oh, man, I thank you very much. Very kind. I love that. Now, when are you planning on doing it?
The first round is going to be January 16th at, I'm going to say right around 9 p.m. That's a Saturday. January 16th, 9 p.m.
Okay. Now, how are they able to play on this Zoom event?
All they have to do is go onto the Zaniacs United page, comment on the post, which Andrea is going to put into the announcements section. I believe I asked her to. And that's really all they have to do is say, hey, I want in. And I'll see it, I'll acknowledge it, and I'll go back to that when I go to start the Zoom, and I will send everybody the invite.
Okay. So you're going to be leading trivia, and whoever wins that gets the 6 months free.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. I love it. So what's going on for New Year's Eve for you, Nick?
I have no idea. My wife wants me to stop off at the store on my way home, grab a bottle of champagne and maybe some little Welch's fake champagne for the kids. And
music to my ears. Hey, is she recovering okay? I know she got injured somehow. Took a tumble. Is she okay?
Yeah, her fingers are still tender. She went to the doctors. They looked at it. It's not broken, but she may have torn some ligaments in her middle finger.
God. Oh, that's a bitch. Your fingers are screwed up. All those little intricate little pieces of connective tissue. It's like once they get sideways, it's tough to put them back to the. It takes forever, man.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Shit.
Little digits are hard to fix.
Oh my God. All right. Well, congratulations on your guy Biden winning the presidency. I know you're happy about that.
I'm stoked. I'm super happy.
All right, good deal.
I spent the whole day listening to REM's "It's the End of the World as We Know It." The after election.
Yeah. Hey,
good times.
Marianne or Ginger?
Ginger, all the way. I'm sucker for redheads.
Oh my God, how about that? That's fantastic. All right, very good. I appreciate it.
All righty.
I'll talk to you down the road. Thank you, buddy. There you go, Patriot Nick. Doing very well, by the way. Nick was he's improved immensely on his presence on the podcast. So go to Zaniacs United in the announcements. That's where that's going to be. Patriot Nick's Trivia Challenge to win a Patreon membership. Very, very kind. Love that. Okay. This next thing is going to make your blood boil. And I'm kind of glad it happened. Let's see. A little sketchy on the details. Bear with me here. It's been one of those days where I'm like ready. I mean, I feel good, but the things that I was supposed to do. Where is that story? Thank you to Bleeding Heart Brian. So here's how this unfolded. Park ranger in one of our national parks, I don't know which one, notices a couple walking not on the trail. This is a no-no. They are very particular about that for a lot of reasons, but it doesn't really matter why. They say, don't step off the trail. Now, in some cases, they're trying to bring back areas that have been trotted on too much, so they're sensitive environmentally. Some of the area is Native American sacred spots, so they don't want you to fuck with, things like that. And none of this matters. All you need to know is that it's a rule. And sometimes when you break rules, there are ramifications. Now, the ramifications here is very simple. The park ranger walks up to this couple and says, "Hey, sorry to bother you, but you can't be walking off the trail. This is just a warning. Can you come back on the trail?" That's it. That is it. Nothing more. Before all this became clear, all anybody was talking about was how park ranger tases guy in the park. And you see a video, typical guy getting tased. He's screaming and yelling, "Why are you doing this to me? Oh, why are you hurting me? Oh my God, you're not woke. Fuck, shit. Ow, help me. Oh no." And acting like a bitch. Normally, so of course, the usual suspects are like, "Oh, well, this is another case of police brutality. Of course, this is a park ranger. This is so terrible." And by the way, park rangers have just as much authority, similar to the police as any cop. It's a federal level. So this guy, the good news is for the ranger is the full body cam was released, and it makes this dude who got tased look like such an asshole that everyone in America is happy that he got tased. All right? Wait till you hear how patient the park ranger is with this dude and how this unfolds. This is really, really stupid.
Park ranger, I just need to talk to you about the off-trail.
Up next.
Okay, hang on a second.
Park ranger, I just need to talk to you about the off-trail stuff, okay? You guys got to stay on the trail, all right? And then also, sorry, I'm out of breath.
By The dog will stop barking after the dude picks it up, but he's not picking it up right away. And by the way, he just looks like an asshole standing there while this guy's politely telling him what's up.
Trying to haul to keep up with you guys. When you're up along the rocks and all that, that's super sacred to the tribes. They don't want anybody up there. And then we get a lot of graffiti as well. Okay. What's that?
By the way, the guy, I know I'm interrupting. Sorry. The dude who gets tased, I think he's a Native American. He's not, I don't know if he's from that area where they're at, but he goes by the name Chief House. Yeah, he's not from the area because I know the dude's from North Carolina and they're in New Mexico.
The rocks and all that, that's super sacred to the tribes. They don't want anybody up there. And then we get a lot of graffiti as well. Okay. What's that?
We don't do that. We respect this.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm just telling you the rules. Okay. So, and also it's really, really important not have pets off the trail.
No pets.
Okay. So even like right here, we're not on the trail. We really should be along the fenced in trail area, trying to kind of let this get natural and revegetated again. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Do you guys have IDs with you? I don't intend on writing any. No. Sir, you're not free to go right now. Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
As soon as he says, "Can I see your ID?" Now he's going to explain it. But the reason why he's asking for the ID is he actually says, "I'm going to let you off with a warning. Just come back on the trail, and then that'll be the end of it." But the guy starts to walk away, and he goes, "But I need your ID because I spoke to you." And then it's in our system as, "Hey, I spoke to," in this case, Chief House and Mrs. Chief House, so that if you do it again, it's not going to be a warning. But I do need to see your ID. And he makes that very clear here. But this guy's not having it. And Chief House starts to walk away from this guy after he says, "Hey, can I see your ID?" And the guy says, "You're not free to walk away."
Hey, bud, listen, you're not free. Do not do it like this. Okay. Please don't be like that. Please don't be like that. This is just a simple contact that is honestly a warning. I don't expect it being more than that. Okay. So all I need, make sure that we haven't talked about it in the past.
You don't need my identification, sir.
So let's don't go down that road. Okay.
So this is here's where we get really, really weird. Citizen telling cop who's doing his job how to do his job. This is the point of no return. When citizen who's being asked to produce an ID after they fucked up, and woke citizen says, "No, you don't need my ID." This is the great point of contention here. Okay, this is where people get into trouble. You assholes. You or I would feel bad that we broke the rules. He's not. He's being a cock, walking away. Would go, "Ooh, yeah, sorry about that. Here you go. No big deal. Thank you for being patient with us." That's what normal people do. This asshole, this is how it goes. This is how trouble happens.
What are you going down that road?
Okay, that's fair enough. Do you have an ID with you, ma'am?
I don't have an ID.
You don't? Okay, that's no problem. If I could just get your name. Sir, I don't want to have to tell you again. You're not free to go. Do not get crazy with me, okay?
I'm not getting crazy, sir.
So this can go really simple. I understand that. Thank you for your service. Thank you.
I just want to walk and enjoy this hike.
And I'd like everyone to be
here on holiday from North Carolina. Okay, so can you just let us be? We're going to go find the trail. There was a group of people coming in, so I didn't want to interact with them.
Okay, all right.
Because I know we're social distancing.
Okay. So that's simply
okay. This is going to go on, and I'm going to play you the whole thing, okay? Because it's important to give you an idea of how patient this cop is trying to de-escalate this shit, and this fucking asshole won't stop. Okay.
So you're not free to go. Please do not walk away like that.
Mine is Fiona.
Thanks, Fiona.
Dude,
did you guys drive here?
Where I grew up, I would have had a boot up my ass already at this point. This cop is great, okay?
Can you spell that for me? Is it
Fiona.
Okay.
Thanks. Bank.
Okay.
Give her her name.
Do you have a middle, Fiona?
No.
Okay. And then what's your date of birth?
December 12th, 1994.
Happy just recent birthday.
Mhm.
Is your driver's license out of New Mexico? What state?
I think in Minnesota.
Okay. Is that the most recent ID you've had?
think.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all.
Alrighty,
weird.
thanks.
But
So I've
he's-
got Fiona Banks, 12/12/94 in probably Minnesota. Okay. All right, sir. I really just want to restart this. This is not a big deal. Like I said, this is a simple warning. No, I'm just doing my job, sir.
You're making it a big deal.
This is literally my job, to serve and protect this area, okay? This is sacred to a ton of folks. We get a lot of visitors. Unfortunately, it doesn't get treated that well, and so I've got to be out here protecting it, okay? This is very simple. I run you. I make sure that we haven't talked about it before. If we have, maybe it's a more official warning or a citation, or you have to go to court, etc. If we've never talked about this before, no harm, no foul. You're educated, and I'm out of here. Does that make sense?
Wow. How fantastic is that? He explained it. Now, this fucking thick-skulled son of a bitch is not hearing that, though. Listen to his response.
Make sure that we haven't talked about it before. If we have, maybe it's a more official warning or a citation, or you have to go to court, etc. If we've never talked about this before, no harm, no foul. You're educated, and I'm out of here. Does that make sense?
You're not getting my identification, sir.
Okay.
Oh my God, I hate him.
That's no problem. Do you know his
hate
name? Do you know his name?
Yeah.
Okay. What is his name?
Gerald.
Thank you. Is that with a G, sir?
It's a J.
Okay. Do you mind spelling that for me then?
So she gives him his name. He won't give him his name. He asks her, she says it, and then he spells it. Okay.
R-A-L.
All righty. Thank you, sir. And your last name?
Dude, come on, man.
Sir, I can sit here all day. It's not going to work, okay? Do you have a warrant or something? What's your concern?
I don't have a warrant.
Okay, then what's your concern?
You don't need my identification, sir.
So this is a law enforcement action, and I do need to identify you.
Native
You're talking to a
Americans
federal
and
agent.
Government and law don't mesh well. You know that.
Okay.
Well, we've had our differences before.
I gotta hear that again.
Sir, I can sit here all day. It's not going to work, okay? Do you have a warrant or something? What's your concern?
I don't have a warrant.
Okay, then what's your concern?
You don't need my identification, sir.
So this is a law enforcement action, and I do need to identify you.
Native Americans and the government and law don't mesh well. You know that.
Okay.
Well, so he is Native American. All right.
But our differences before.
He thinks that he is above the law. Again, this all started because this stupid dick stepped off the trail. So let me get this straight. Native American guy steps off the trail. Federal park ranger says, you can't be off the trail. I'm trying to protect sacred land. Native American guy says, wait a second, I don't have to give you my ID because I'm a Native American.
I absolutely...
You're on our land.
Sir, I sympathize with any of that, but this is simply a law enforcement action today. And you just need to provide your name, and we're done.
Gerald, you got my name.
And what's your last name, sir?
You don't need my last
I
name.
need to fully identify you.
Humphrey.
Thank you.
Sound it out.
Humphry?
That's how you sound it out.
Oh, wow. What a
And
dick.
then do you have a middle initial, sir?
He's being such a dick. And you know what? When you hear him get tased, you're going to be so happy. Wait till you hear the bitch wails by this asshole. Okay? It's going to be such a great payoff when you hear this. I don't want to say it. See you next Tuesday. Wail like the bitch she is.
Okay. And your date of birth?
It's going to make you so happy.
That's the only way the dispatch.
1989.
All right. Thank you very much. I just need to clear with dispatch, and then we'll be out of here, okay? I appreciate your cooperation.
Oh, man. This
Thank you,
guy
brother.
is so patient. I love this guy so
Sir,
much.
please do not walk away. Did you guys drive here? Hey, bud, will you get a hold of Wineland, have him meet me at the trailhead behind Valvoline? Yeah, and then I need to run one really quick. This is last of Humphrey, Humprey. No, there's got to be H. Humprey. Yeah, let's follow. Is Gerald. He gave me Jerald, and then it's 4/20/89. Hey, what state would he be out of?
Can you hear the other dispatcher?
Have him get over here. This dude doesn't want to ID himself. And then you can try this Humphrey out of North Carolina. Yep.
I don't know what happened there. It'll come back. Oh, for God's sake, where is it?
Yep. Might as well try. I think he's from out of state, though. Okay.
Okay. So this has all been in real time. You've been hearing this entire interaction. Again, people are like, oh, shit, this is a big deal. He's been tased. But now all of this context is out.
To be detained until I can ID you. So let me get this straight. You'd like to escalate this contact into refusing to identify yourself, and then in which case you're going to be detained until I can ID you.
Starting to get real now.
I'm asking you if you do not.
He wants him to repeat it because Dickhead is recording now.
Want to identify yourself. I just need your full information. And if you don't want to ID yourself.
I don't want to ID myself.
Okay. So that would be
now.
That would be refusing a lawful order. You understand that? And then you'll be detained until I can ID you. Do you understand that?
You're not going to touch me.
Do you understand that?
He says you're not going to touch me. Oh, yes, he is.
All right, sir. Go ahead and please give her the dog.
My dog ain't going anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Sir, please give her the dog.
My dog ain't going anywhere.
Okay, here's what I need you to do. Stop right now, sir. Stop walking.
He's drawn the taser now. The taser is visible.
Stop walking or you may be tased. Stop walking.
Please.
Put the dog down right now.
Please, sir.
Put the dog down right now. Put the dog down right now. Sir.
I'm scared.
Okay. This is awesome.
I don't understand. Can you ask him to put the dog down, please?
Why are you doing this?
Can you please ask him to put the dog down?
Help!
Sir.
Help!
Stop. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
Okay, hold on a minute. He has given him every opportunity to navigate this appropriately. Pussy senses trouble, starts screaming help before guy fires taser. Dude then goes, fuck it. Incoming, and fires the taser.
I don't understand. Can you ask him to put the dog down, please?
Why are you doing this?
Can you please ask him to put the dog down?
Help!
Sir.
Help!
Stop. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Do it now. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
Listen to this guy.
Show me your hands.
Listen to this fucking man. Charging him again.
Show me your hands. Stop. Show me your hands. Do it now. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
I don't have anything.
Show me your hands.
I don't have anything.
You're fucked.
Show me your hands.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Okay, show me your hands. Put them behind your back.
Listen to this guy.
Show me your hands. That's all you have to do. Put your hands behind your back. Do them now. Put your
He
hands
won't
behind your
listen.
back.
This guy will not listen.
I'm a peaceful person. So
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh,
now.
are you?
Please. Do it now.
Man,
please.
I would be a terrible cop. This cop has shown so much restraint. I would be horrible at this. I would take my boot and put it right on his face.
Please.
Give me your hands.
Please.
Give me your hand, buddy.
What do you want from me?
Give me your hand.
What do you want?
Your
hands.
fucking
Give me your
ID.
hands.
Sir, I'm not doing anything.
This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. It's all this asshole's fault. All of it.
Sir.
You're escalating this.
Sir.
Oh, no.
Turn
Don't
around
even start
right
that.
now. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Man, this guy is so lucky he had a cop who had so much restraint. He is so lucky.
Do it now.
Oh, my
Do it
God.
now.
Please, sir.
Do it now.
Sit.
Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, you're going to listen now. That's how it ends. Holy shit. He's lucky the guy didn't bust out the fucking Twisted Tea. Son of a bitch. How maddening is that? Oh. Son of a bitch. Oh, I cannot. This is from earlier in the week. That the dude is lucky this didn't happen.
Smack me! Smack me! Come on, yeah. Drop it.
Oh. Ding dong.
Yeah, you got yours, buddy.
What the hell, man? So this is quite a thing. The man refuses. Native American dude says the government. You heard all of that, but the question on the TMZ article is: should the ranger have used his taser? True, it's just a hiking violation, but Chief House was extremely uncooperative. Does that justify being tased? You decide. Absolutely. And then they ask, vote, perfectly justified or outrageous. And then you vote. And right now, there's 47,204 total votes. 84% say perfectly justified. Only 16% say outrageous. I don't know how there could be even 1% could find that to be outrageous. The clear, polite approach by that park ranger was so absurdly professional. And it bothers me. It sickens me that there are so many people in the world who, A, think that that's outrageous and that asshole would even behave like that for any amount of time. Oh, my God. Jeez. I'm anxious to go back and read the comments. Let's see here. Dirk says, if he wasn't committing a crime, he shouldn't have to identify himself. That should have been a simple, hey, bud, you need to stay on the trail. I think didn't he say that the way they do it is they produce the ID to make it so that you're in the system that if you do it again, then it won't be a warning. So I think that's what they're thinking there with that. Oh, man. The guy just would not identify himself. Holy cow. Melinda says, Kenny says, why was he refusing to identify himself? Melinda says, because he's a Native American, believes he had a right to wander the land wherever he chooses. So there's a lot of talk about this one, man. But in my opinion, that park ranger was 100% right. But what the hell do I know? Dude told the local news he plans to return and will continue to walk off trail to pray. Ugh, according to the Washington Post. Good luck with that one. I don't know how that's going to work out for you. Holy crap. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and rate and review this audio podcast. That does help me. I don't know. I'm told it helps. If you have the audio podcast, you listen on maybe Apple Podcasts or whatever, if you could throw 5 stars at me and say something shitty, that would be fun. Thank you very much. Subscribe, rate, and review. Tag Accounting says, look, man, tax season's right around the corner. What are you doing waiting? 616-301-9516 for the Tax Hobbit, the one and only Troy Ginzer at Tag Accounting. Anywhere in the United States, one of my businesses that it doesn't matter where you are in the country listening to the show, you can take advantage of having Troy do your taxes. Tag Accounting, you should have him do them. You will get more money back. You will have more time, less stress. Have a professional do your taxes. And how does it work? Well, after you call him up and break the ice, you will send all of your material through his online portal, and everything is done that way. You don't even have to see the guy. Tag Accounting online at tagcpa.net. And finally, the next CPL training session is Saturday, January 30th, 2021. Prince Arming. If you want in on the class, 616-204-1705. If you are in the great state of Michigan, specifically West Michigan, you can take advantage of this class. Call up Steve, 616-204-1705. Or if you like, just go to his website. That would be princearming.com for more information. The leaders in concealed pistol training. Prince Arming. Thank you so much. Okay. As always, send me your thoughts, whatever it may be on the show. If you've enjoyed it, if you think it sucks, I want to hear from you. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. I have a subreddit which gets no activity. It's kind of just there. If you are on Reddit, reddit.com/r/the Eric Zane Show. And you can be part of it that way. Join the conversation that doesn't exist. Okay. So this year is done at midnight. I'd love to sit here and say all sorts of poignant things about it. But, you know, you can't really put a frickin' bow on a big pile of shit. Hasn't been much fun at all. Everything's been really, really magnified with the amount of bad news that has come from all corners regarding the pandemic. It makes even stories that have nothing to do with the pandemic even that much more terrible when it comes to someone else passing away, and then you throw the moniker on it. 2020. Yeah, I get that. I absolutely get that. All I can say, and all I would encourage you to do for 2021 is focus on just what you can control in your day-to-day life. That's all I want you to worry about, and that will help you get through your days. Focus on the thing currently that you're working on. Try not to worry about the future. Try not to look back on the past. I think it was Throat/Dale who heard those words of wisdom and passed them along to me. And I think it was, don't think about the past. It makes you sad. Don't think about the future. It makes you anxious. Think about today, right now, what you're working on. Focus on that. If something does happen to you that isn't so great, try to have a short memory about it. Try not to dwell on it. You'll be able to move forward and get through your days. It might be a slog for part of this year, but I do see great things on the horizon. I thank you all for being part of the Eric Zane Show podcast and supporting my family, supporting me through all of the stuff that's happened. We've had some bad moments, no doubt, but we've had some great moments too. Let's focus on those. We raised a ton of money and gave away a ton of food for people. We had the great news about Benny, the one-eyed wonder dog, the flat-out miracle that I know happened to him, the great kidney giveaway. Oh, my God, that was a great year for my pal Jeffrey, and he is just blossoming and has been reborn, and he knows you care very much about him. So thank you for the support you've given the show. It is absolutely awesome. It's been now 2 years, very, very close. So thanks so much. I appreciate you being part of it. Have a good one, folks. Until next time. Talk to you down the road. Patreon is a little bit later on. You guys are great. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, one more thing. The Ride into Work song. Gee, I don't even know. I don't even have one off the top of my head. What can I do? You know, I think I'll bust out a great song that is kind of like an uplifting feel to it. And I know that Red State Dirt is going to love this. It's from the band Yes. It's one of my favorites. And it's a bright, happy song by them called Lift Me Up. My Ride into Work song this morning. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great one, folks. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye. You know, I just had a thought, and I think I'm going to change the song. I don't know why I didn't think of this. It's got to be Turn the Page by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, featuring Alto Reed. That's a better ride-in song. All right, so I take it back. Dirk, I'll make that up to you down the road. So that's what we'll do. Turn the Page by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band from Live Bullet. Okay, there you go. That's it. Bye-bye.